Hello, I'm Dr. Jenny Gross with Touchlight Chiropractic. I'm here today to talk with you about a mind-body holiday reset and to share with you a virtual means of healing that you perhaps hadn't heard about before. So let's get into it. So today my objectives for you are to understand the effects of holiday patterns, the unhealthy patterns that happen to us throughout the holidays, as well as the exacerbated stress that we have experienced because of the COVID-19 pandemic and the election and just the uncertainty of our times. I would also like for you to understand how making small changes can affect your health throughout the holidays, and I'm going to introduce you to this virtual means of healing. And I would love it if you could share this information with your friends and family to potentially change their lives as well. So about me, Dr. Jenny, I just want to tell you a quick story of how it is that I got into this. Probably 30 years ago, I was really quite ill. And I had digestive issues. I was very tired. I came in and out of depression, and I went to all kinds of medical doctors, and I even went to some different chiropractors. I did acupuncture, all kinds of things like that. And it wasn't until I came across a chiropractor who was to help me understand how my emotions, my thought patterns, my belief patterns really affected my health. And when I started clearing the way and getting more energy flowing through my system with that, I started to heal. And today I am living my dream. My potential is way out there. And so I just want to share that with you and with anyone that you think would be interested in doing this for themselves, because I no longer have these symptoms and pain. I have lots and lots of energy. And as I said, I'm living my life as I choose these days. So how is it that you perceive stress, money, depression, relationships, anxiety, family challenges, children, work, divorce, losses, the things that go with COVID-19, the election, the world unrest, and life in general, right? We have all kinds of things that go on every day of our lives. What we know now is that stress, and especially emotional stress, has become a worldwide epidemic. More than 75% of all doctor visits are due to a stress-related illness. And the Center for Disease Control says that the workplace is the #1 cause of life stress. And the CDC also reports that 110 million people die each year, which means that 7 people die every 2 seconds. So these are things that I want to see change. So let's talk about the fight or flight response. I'm sure everybody knows what that is like, the fight or flight response. So we either fight or we flight or we freeze, okay? But one of the things we know is that all kinds of things happen in our bodies. It could be any of these things: being dizzy, being somewhat out of breath, feeling hot and sweaty. The muscles in our bodies get really, really tight. We just want to get out, run, hide. We could be short-tempered and moody. We could feel scared. We could feel nervous, that nervous feeling, that anxiety feeling. We might have butterflies in our tummy. Our legs might shake. Okay, so there's all different kinds of things. This is what happens when we get into what's called a stress loop, which means that we're in an unhealthy neurological pattern. That means fight or flight is just going, going, going. We're like the hamster in his little cage, just going round and round and round and can't get off. So these are some of the symptoms that many people will experience when we're on our little ongoing treadmill. So that might be belly fat, blood sugar, trouble sleeping, always hungry, never hungry, inflammation in the body, brain fog, memory issues, poor digestion, sleep that's not restful, feeling unable to handle the stressors that come in our life, exercise intolerant, maybe you have a dry mouth, blood pressure goes up, heart rate goes up, and you may have sexual dysfunction. all of these things can be because you are stuck in an unhealthy neurological pattern. So what kind of stresses cause these patterns? Physical stressors, emotional stressors, and chemical stressors. So all of these things right here, it could be accidents, sports injuries, birth trauma even, our slips and falls. If we get poor sleep, that affects our physiology as well. On the emotional level, we're looking at finances, work, relationships, family, depression. Do you have anger, anxiety, sadness? The stresses of COVID-19 does a lot to us right here. We don't know what to think. Uncertainty can be very disturbing to us at times. Then we have the holidays coming along, so we have even more stresses. You know, we're out shopping for gifts, there's crowds, lines, masking. We're uncertain of the economy, we're uncertain about the spread of COVID. What do we do? Then we have to know what we get as gifts. There's cooking, there's cleaning, and then we develop these unhealthy patterns, and so we go into the holidays like this. And then the holidays are not joyful for us. So then we look at chemical stressors, which are also a big part of the holidays because we do more of alcohol, sugar, caffeine, maybe nicotine, artificial sweeteners, drugs. This is when we get into the poor diets is this time of the year. And we eat more processed foods. Did you know even cleaning chemicals can be tough on our body, as well as these nutritional deficiencies that come about from not eating right? Okay, so what happens is that we develop these unhealthy neurological patterns, but health is really internal adaptability. And when we're in the fight or flight syndrome, we can't do internal adaptability. So when it comes to our nervous systems, we know that stress has a big effect on us, right? And we live our lives through our nervous system. Everything we feel, everything we think, everything we touch, everything we see, hear, all stress and all of these things are filtered and processed through the nervous system. Everything goes through the nervous system. So when stress becomes chronic or the amount is significant, it can overwhelm our ability to deal with and handle stress. So this leads to those unhealthy neurological patterns, which can result in pain and symptoms and not being able to sleep well or digest well, all of those kinds of things. And so our nervous system, of course, that's what controls everything that we've been talking about, the function of every cell, tissue, and organ. And we can see here that each one of these nerves has a specific destination. So if there's an interference anywhere in those nerves, then that nerve area or that organ or that extremity may not be functioning as well or may have pain. So these interferences, how do they affect us? In every way, in not only our expression of health, but of human potential, even our human spirit. So they just keep us down and under the water. So as we look into all of this, we know that we found that 42 out of 42 patients who were tested had some kind of interference between T2 and T7. That's when they had lung dysfunction. So if we remove those interferences, what do you think is going to happen? That's it. Lung function is going to improve. Same with high blood pressure. We find out that all of these things we do to remove interference lower blood pressure. We've had patients get off of medications altogether or at least cut them down. Immune function, this is a big one. After chiropractic care, people experience between 200 and 400% improvement in the immune system within a matter of hours. So, question that we ask, can we reverse these unhealthy emotional patterns? Absolutely we can. So one of the things we want to do is reorganize those unhealthy patterns, right? We want to get the energy flowing again and organize all your energy so that you can function optimally. So we're going to begin to address those patterns and make a plan so we can balance the nervous system so that all of that energy begins to flow again for you. So what is this thing that I talked about at the beginning that is the virtual means of healing, where you don't even have to leave your house, especially if you're not comfortable with? And here in my office, I call that bio-emotional integration. And it is a process that's gentle and non-invasive. I've studied many chiropractic techniques as well as emotional clearing techniques, all that sort of thing. And I have combined 7+ modalities in order to do this process. It is an individual process. Your process is going to be different than your sister or your spouse, but it's all a process that reorganizes and harmonizes the mind, body, and spirit by releasing and transforming all of those emotional stuck emotional patterns. I knew I'd get that out. So it's really all about updating your nervous system, just like you update your computer. Just total reorganization all the way around. Let's get that energy flowing. And as we do, what happens with that? We raise the frequency, the vibration of our body. And the higher our vibrations are, the healthier we are, the happier we are, the better we feel about life, the better we feel in our bodies. The cool thing about it is it can be done virtually in our office. So I really invite you to think about this, to get on our website, take a look at it, because you deserve to live your best life. And that is healthy and happy in every way. So today I would like to give you an offer. It's a very cool offer. It's a limited time only. So whenever you see this video, for a limited time only and until midnight tonight, we are offering a consultation, a review, and the first bio-emotional integrative session complimentary to you. And all you have to commit to is giving us your time. And it's about an hour and a half. And it's an amazing opportunity for you to reset your nervous system at a higher frequency. So our mission at Touchlight Chiropractic is to reach as many people as we can so that they can not only become healthier and live without pain and without symptoms, but that they can open up and live to their life's potential, find their purpose in life, and lead the life they were meant to live. So please take a look at that. You can go to our website at www.touchlightchiro.com, and on there you will find the offer that I am talking about here. Call our office. The number is on the website, and we'll get you set up. So in the meantime, I just want to say namaste for listening while I share the kinds of things I'm just so excited about, and wishing you the best of holidays. And we just thank you again for participating.